something coming with Grenadine gigs. Scorcher, a track called I Don't Care. I think we're supposed to shoot the video next week. And just a few others. Obviously the London of things out, Pro Green with Chip and Wretch.
Good video, that video was.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, so just trying to keep it flowing, man. Just trying to keep it going, and yeah, and then get ready for the new year.
Does it get tiring of making music, bro? I mean, it must be your life, but at a point, you know, you're making so many songs, not all of them will come out. Yeah. You know, how do you keep motivating yourself to keep on churning out new concepts?
I think when like you go, because sometimes I have this period where I don't listen to anything. Like I'm so late on what's going on. I hear my little brothers playing this, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And they kind of keep me in tune with what's going on. And then sometimes I don't know. It might be something I've heard that's so different that kind of sparks like. And I think that's cool. I wish I kind of thought of that myself. Need to get back in.
Like that's his doggy and his stanky.
Yeah.
The life of the party.
The life of the party.
The life of the party. Serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, see that's when I seen you out. I'm like, that's Loick when he's enjoying himself. Yeah. But we didn't really get to see that within the music.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's one of the things as well, because people always used to say like, are you like people think I'm a serious guy, and I'm so far from serious. It's like only if you lot knew, do you know what I mean? But I feel like through this mixtape I'm gonna be able to show obviously how I actually am as a person, and obviously let that reflect on you know, like my fans and stuff like that. So
catch him in the clubs, man, you'll see what I'm talking about. Definitely.
You know what it is.
R&B artists, let's say rawly like black R&B artists, is it built for that now, or it's still developing? I
think it's working, and I think people like myself, the Marcusaris, the Angels, the I'm trying to think who else there is right now over here. Just people that are supporting it, do you know what I mean? And the Labyrinths are going to help kind of push that forward and make it easy for like the next generation that are coming. So, you know, like when they do come through, do you know what I mean? It makes it easier for them, and they can have the chance that, you know, like what we had to kind of fight for. You know what I mean? It's like a constant fight, and then they'll probably have to fight for the next generation for something that they would need when it evolves again. So, yeah.
What advice would you give yourself about this industry?
Oh man, thick skin, man. You got to be thick skin. I think I'd say thick skin. Know who you are. That is 1000%. You definitely got to know who you are, because I think it's easy to get persuaded into thinking that you know who you are, but it's actually the who you are that someone else wants you to be. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I think it's mainly to know your core and who you are. I think mainly because you can lose yourself easily, and I've seen it happen to a lot of people. So just mainly and a good set of people around you. You've got to keep good friends. I know some people like, oh, like with friends and whatever, but I think if you've got a good set, keep your circle tight, man.
Also, just away from this, a lot of people speak highly. I've never met someone who hasn't commented on your vocal ability.
Well, thank you, man.
You know, Ayak was also saying that was great.
Ayak, yeah. Shouts out to Ayak. She got the new single out with Misha B. Do You Think of Me? Make sure you go and get that. And yeah. Shouts out to Ayak.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing, and this is why I feel like it's important to kind of do this interview, is that your talent hasn't been questioned. You know, it's just maybe the setup of things around. You don't control. It can be a questionable scenario. So you have a new single, you said that's going to come out in the new year.
Yeah, the new year.
Are you going to reveal what the single is, or who may be on it, or?
Right now, I'm not too sure who's going to be on it. Right now, it's just me as it stands on it. But it's definitely one for the club. And I think, as I said, it's just a representation of me again, do you know what I mean? And further from the mixtape, do you know what I mean? And what you can expect. And because obviously, at the end of the day, I'm still like someone that considers myself as like a pop, like, I don't even like to put myself in that, but a pop R&B kind of, in that hip hop kind of, do you know what I mean? In that kind of lane. So yeah, I love pop music, man. I think it's everybody's guilty pleasure. So you can still expect the R&B and do you know what I mean? The kind of urban side of it, and the pop side of it. So yeah.
Fashion. You know, how do you decide on? Do you have a stylist? How do you build your fashion?
Do you know, with the whole stylist thing as well, with that as well. When
you used to have a stylist.
Yeah, I used to have a stylist.
Explain to me, because when you go into a video, they come and say, okay, Loick, we have this for you.
Yeah, and that kind of thing. I think, as G Fresh said it, my stylist is my eye. I just use my eye, man. I just pick the stuff up myself, man. And if there's anything I like, because I just think, sometimes I think if I could find a stylist that had my eye and that I could trust, but unfortunately it's hard to find because everybody like eats to their own, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I like the way, you know, I dress, you might like the way you dress, for like everybody's into their own thing. So it's like, for me, I just find it so much easier to go and pick it up, and I genuinely like actually going to buy clothes. I find it quite soothing and like therapeutic. So
that Essien gets rinsed sometimes.
Yeah. yeah. So you know,
how much creative control did you have though before? Because like you said, in terms of the stylist, I mean, like, at what point can I say, no, I don't want to do this, major, yes, I want to do this? Or is it more like you're just going with what? Yeah.
I think it's a compromisation, and so I think sometimes compromising on stuff like that can be very dangerous, because then it's like you're portraying to people like what it is in it, what it looks like, how it is, and how it sounds in it. So if it might not be 100% in how you see it, sometimes it could show that you're not fully comfortable, because I think you've got to wear the clothes can't wear you, because the minute the clothes start wearing you and it's not you, you just feel uncomfortable, and it's just, and people can see it, and it's a big no-no. So
what are your expectations for next year then?
My expectations for next year, mainly just more music, try and kick it with the fans a bit more, loudmouths, and I don't know, man, just more music, man, and see where it goes from there, man. So
about the fans, I feel they need to play a part and understand that it's more than tweeting that they need to do.
Yeah.
You got a lot of followers.
Yeah.
At a certain point, do you feel like, wait, are these people my consumers or are they my customers? Because with the amount of people I have on this viral network, if they're to be actively supporting.
I think sometimes Twitter's a weird thing as well. I think Twitter is like people that want to watch from afar what's going on, just to see. So, you know, like if you tweet, you can always know what that person's doing, because usually they're tweeting about what's going on. So I think usually you could go to someone's Twitter and just find out where they're at. So I think sometimes it's just people keeping eyes on you, and some people are actually genuinely fans, and some people just want to see what you're saying and just, you know, just want to come and find out, just be a bit, you know. So, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? And I think the ones that actually do support me, I know who they are, because they always show up on my timeline, and they're always quite supportive, and you know, I always make sure I show the love back, so they know who they are.